Once upon a time, in the heart of a large valley, there lived a beautiful young woman named Adese. Her beauty was renowned throughout the village. Her skin was as radiant as the morning sun, and her eyes sparkled like the stars at night. However, despite a striking appearance, Adese was also known for her illiteracy, which her aunt Ngozi used against her. Ngozi had always harbored resentment towards Adese, believing that her niece's beauty overshadowed her own. Ngozi, a cunning and bitter woman, was determined to make Adese's life miserable. She always reminded her that beauty alone would not secure a good man. What good is beauty when you cannot read or write? Ngozi would sneer. You will always be at the mercy of men who see you as nothing more than a pretty face. When Adese was still a girl, her mother passed away, leaving her in the care of her aunt. Her life in Ngozi's household was a nightmare. Adese was treated like a servant, forced to perform all the chores while her aunts and cousins enjoyed the comforts of life. Despite the harsh treatment, Adese remained gentle and kind, a spirit unbroken by the cruelty she faced. One fateful day, Ngozi, looking for a way to get rid of herself from a burden, arranged for Adese to marry an affluent but arrogant old man named Chief Okafor. He was wealthy, known for his numerous land and livestock, but his heart was as cold as the winter wind. To Ngozi, this was a perfect match. A beautiful girl married to a rich man who will never appreciate her. She believed this marriage would serve as a punishment for Adese's beauty and the envy it inspired. When Adese learned of the marriage arrangement, she was horrified. Auntie, please, I cannot marry a man so much older than me, she pleaded, her voice trembling. I may be beautiful, but my heart seeks a companion, not a master. But Ngozi, driven by her hatred and jealousy, brushed aside Adese's pleas. You will marry him, and you will obey. You have no choice in the matter. This is what is best for you. She is. On the day of the wedding, Adese wore a beautiful gown that glimmered in the sunlight, but her heart was heavy. Chief Okafor, though wealthy and powerful, had a reputation for being harsh and unforgiving. As she stood at the altar, she could see the judgment in the eyes of the villagers. Whispers floated around her like smoke. What a waste of beauty, they said. She will soon learn her lesson. After the wedding ceremony, Adese was taken to Chief Okafor's opulent home, which was filled with beautiful artwork and luxurious decorations. However, the beauty of the home could not conceal the darkness that lurked within. Chief Okafor was arrogant and rude, often belittling her. You think your beauty will impress me? He scoffed on their wedding night. You are nothing but a foolish girl who cannot even read a letter. You will serve me, and that is all. For days that turned into weeks, Adese endured his constant insult and mistreatment. Every morning, she awoke before dawn to prepare his meals. And despite the pain in her heart, she remained gentle and submissive. believing that her kindness will one day melt his cold demeanor. She often spent her evenings in solitude, gazing out of the window, dreaming of a life filled with love and understanding. At first, Chief Okafor reveled in his power over her. He would mock her, saying, "You are lucky I choose you, for you are of no use to anyone else." However, as time passed, something remarkable began to happen. Adaise's unwavering spirit and gentle heart began to penetrate the walls around Chief Okafor's heart. He noticed how, despite his harsh words, she never retaliated. Instead, she treated him with respect and care, always striving to make him comfortable. One evening, as Adaise prepared his favorite dish, yams with pepper sauce, she accidentally spilled a little sauce on the floor. Instead of reacting with anger, Adaise quickly knelt to clean it up, her face flushed with embarrassment. Chief Okafor watched her, surprised by her humility. "You did not need to be concerned about a little mess," he said, his tone softening. "It was an accident." Adaise looked up at him with her large, innocent eyes. "I am so sorry, my husband. I want to serve you well." Her genuine nature struck a chord within him. Chief Okafor began to reflect on his behavior. He had always been so focused on his wealth and power that he had forgotten what it meant to be kind. As he watched Adaise's daily effort to make their home a warm and inviting place, his heart began to thaw. Gradually, he started to engage her in a conversation. At first, he spoke of trivial matters. He spoke of trivial issues too, his business dealings, his lands, and the village gossip. But as they talked, he found himself drawn to a gentle spirit. Adaise, for her part, listened with rapt attention, finding joy in his stories, and slowly a bond began to form between them. One evening, as they sat together under the stars, Chief Okafor shared his dreams of traveling to distant lands and exploring new cultures. Adaise, eyes sparkling with curiosity, replied, "I wish I could learn about those places, but I am just a simple girl without any education." In that moment, something clicked within Chief Okafor. He realized how wrong he had been to underestimate her. "Why don't you learn?" he asked, surprising even himself. "I can hire a tutor for you. You have a beautiful mind, and I want you to explore it." The idea rooted in Adaise's heart. "Really? You would do that for me?" she asked, hope blossoming within her. "Why not?" he said, a hint of a smile tugging at the corners of his lips. "If I can have the most beautiful woman in the village as my wife, then she should also be the wisest." This began a new chapter in their lives. Chief Okafor hired a tutor who will come to their home several times a week. Adaise embraced the lessons with open arms, a thirst for knowledge igniting a fire within her. With each lesson, she grew more confident, learning to read and write, and exploring the world through stories and literature. Adaise, being a beautiful lady, as she keeps blossoming in her studies, Chief Okafor's attitude continued to change. He became more patient and kind, treating her with respect. The villagers were taken aback by the transformation in both of them. Adaise was no longer the timid girl they once knew. And Chief Okafor was no longer the arrogant old man who ruled with an iron fist. One day, as they walked through the village hand in hand, Adaeze noticed her aunt Ngozi watching them from a distance. Her face twisted in disbelief. The villagers had begun to speak of the remarkable change in their lives, and Adaeze felt a sort of pride. Adaeze, Ngozi called out, her voice dripping with disdain. You think you can turn him into a good man? You are still nothing more than a pretty face. Adaeze, emboldened by her newfound knowledge and confidence, replied, Auntie, you do not know the power of kindness. It can transform hearts. It has transformed him. Chief Okafor stepped forward, surprising Adaeze, and it has transformed me. I was wrong to judge you, Adaeze. You have shown me what it means to love and respect another person. I am grateful to have you as my wife. The villagers began to murmur, astonished by his words. Ngozi's face fell, and for the first time, Adaeze felt a sense of victory. She had overcome the cruelty of her past, not through vengeance, but through kindness and understanding. With time, Adaeze and Chief Okafor became a beloved couple in the village. They opened their home to the community, offering education to girls and women who wished to learn. Adaeze became a symbol of hope to every other person. And so the story of Adaeze and Chief Okafor became a cherished tale passed down through generations. It taught the villagers that true beauty lies not in the appearance, but in the strength of one's spirit and kindness. Please, what do you learn from this story? Drop your thoughts in the comment section as we appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe and always like, share, and please also click on the notification button. God bless you as we bring another story to your doorstep. Goodbye.